Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Alpha Central about women getting confused over why men are not going to singles events anymore. And the fact that they don't know the obvious reasons will never cease to amuse men everywhere. Now, today's video was suggested to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
That's why is get no money, don't get nothing, because you see a beautiful young woman on her skates that need a seat, and don't none of these want to get up for me. The chivalry died a long time ago, y'all, so protect yourself.
Chivalry ended around the same time that modern women decided to be ungrateful and rude to a massive number of men, and her reaction to men not giving up their comfort on a crowded train proves that.
I'm not even in your face. Stop sounding.
Move, I want to leave.
I get that. I want you to call
Okay,
someone
goodbye,
and calm down
goodbye, goodbye,
Xander, Michael, don't.
goodbye. Please move, please move, I want to
you
leave.
to call someone and calm
Please
down.
move, I want to leave. Please move, I want to leave. Please move, I want to leave.
That's
Please
okay.
move, I
you
want to
call someone
leave.
and calm down.
Please move, I want to leave. Get the away, you dumb slut.
That's not.
Why is it not? You cheated.
What's not nice is blocking a man from being able to go about his business, but you have to hand it to this guy for keeping his cool in front of this woman who is intentionally blocking him from going about his day.
You slut. Out of the way. Have a good one. With Ricky. Get out of my fucking face. You're putting things. I hope you know that. Why is it not? You cheated. Out of my fucking face, you dumb slut.
It's amazing how quickly these women resort to acting like children the second that they get caught cheating. They'll throw tantrums, they'll stand in front of cars, they'll pretend like they are the ones who are in the right, and honestly, it's pretty damn sad.
And if you're and you go 50-50 with a you might as well get on the fucking floor and start scrubbing it with your tongue, you fucking insane, crazy cathedral bitch. You might as well fucking do that. I don't give a fuck what they're saying, what they're saying.
Sounds like someone's mad they're not worthy of being taken out for dinner.
My husband didn't cook me dinner tonight, so tomorrow morning, first thing, I'm filing a divorce because it is his job to feed me.
I think he'll be okay for a few days.
Honestly, that woman is doing her husband a favor. If not getting dinner is enough for her to divorce that guy, then his life must be a living hell if he ever forgets any of the obscure holidays that women created for themselves.
Guy say, hey, I'm gonna send you lunch money. How much are you expecting?
Send me $10, babe.
We gotta go with
Send me $10.
I'm gonna give it that.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the world has made it so tough on women that really don't need $50 a week for lunch.
What do you see online? What about the women in general? What do you think they'd be asking for?
Wild. There's no need that a man is sending you $100 for lunch. It's dumb.
She said that the world is so hard on women and then proceeds to give exactly 0 examples of this so-called oppression that they face every single day.
This girl crazy. Like, why would she ever do that? She finna think everything's sweet when she come in here.
What took you so long? It's raining.
Right now, what took me so long does not matter. I don't care if it was raining or not. Let me ask you a question. You took my car yesterday?
No.
Let me ask you again. Did you take my car yesterday?
Are we about to go eat or not?
You already ate.
Looks like we got some lying, we've got some gaslighting, and of course we have changing subjects. At this point, this woman's clearly guilty of stealing from this guy, but despite the evidence, she will continue to deny it, as if that'll fix anything.
When did I eat?
You already ate.
Today.
Not today. What you did yesterday?
No, I went to.
And don't lie to me. Hold on, let me turn this. Don't lie to me.
I went to go get steak.
Yeah, right. How did you purchase it?
With a card?
Okay. Whose card?
Mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
So why do I have on my Chase card a transaction that says $238 at Steak 48? And I didn't go to Steak 48. I haven't been there for like a month or two.
This is the kind of woman who doesn't pay attention to her bank statements, and she clearly doesn't realize that most men do pay attention to those things because, unlike her, most men, not all, but most, are responsible with their money, or at least they know where it's going.
Okay.
What you mean, okay? That was my card you used.
Okay, well, it was in my purse. I didn't know.
Oh, now you didn't know. My card says my name, and you know my name, and you know your card is purple.
Okay.
Okay.
It was blue. It'd be dark in Steak 48, so I thought it was mine.
She said it'd be dark.
Bro, what are you complaining about? You don't got it?
What you mean? What did you spend $238 on?
What these women don't realize is that they are committing literal crimes against men, and then they justify it with a sense of entitlement that makes absolutely no sense, and they refuse to believe that what they are actually doing is illegal.
It's so cheap. I need somebody to come save me. At this point, I can't do this shit no more. I'm not doing it. You be popping it in the songs. Don't make me.
These women make their red flags so obvious. If their nails are freakishly long like that, then they are not worth the price of a cup of hot water, let alone an entire dinner, by the way. This is how they act when they don't get what they want.
To call the police because she been sitting here saying she about to pour this water on me, balling it. But as I come to the stove to fix my food, she reached for the water. So I grabbed the pot, and then I grabbed for her hand to move her hand so she do not grab this pot to pour hot water on me. When I did that, she told her son to go call the police. And that's why he's sitting here saying now, she told him to call the police when he know that's not right. I have it all on camera.
If she told her son to call the police, then she's already trying to weaponize the family against him, which is such a clear-cut sign of guilt. But she'd rather manipulate her own child when she can't cover her husband in third-degree burn.
Because to move your hands so you don't pour hot water on me when I'm just coming to the stove trying to fix my food. There's no reason for you to pour hot water on me. I have all of this recorded. I touched her hand to move her hand so she do not grab this. I did not even touch her hard. I touched it very soft. So you don't pour hot water on me, Drusilla.
What's disturbing about that statement is that even with the evidence, there's probably a 50-50 chance that she'll still get the kids in the divorce.
Are you making?
I'm making $150,000 a year.
All right, I'm bringing her to court today to try to increase my child support. We have 2 kids. She makes quite a bit of money. I'm a school teacher. I only make $50,000. I just need a little help. She helps everybody else, but she doesn't help the kids like she should. Yeah.
How much money are you getting right now from her?
$450.
You so mad that you broke.
The PP.
Ooh, ma'am, don't do that. Don't do that.
I didn't tell him to be a little teacher. That was on him.
It's disgusting to see a woman like this not only belittle the father of her children, but also argue that she shouldn't be paying child support to her own children. That's a candidate for Mother of the Year right there.
Don't call him a little teacher. That's not nice. Don't do that.
He chose to be a teacher. I chose to be a real estate agent. That's all.
You're bringing your monthly child support to $2,550.
Why did you do this?
Excuse me. You said, Your Honor, I make about $150,000. Did you say that?
I did say that.
Right. You did say that. So that's what I based it on.
Shut up.
The amount of disrespect modern women have towards men is unbelievable. If the tables were reversed and he told her to shut up, the internet would be in an absolute uproar over it.
What is the biggest red flag you've completely ignored?
One time, this ex of mine, she asked me if I'm good at arguing. Something along those lines, and it was like on the first date. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good at it. Doesn't mean that I look for it. And she had this smile on her face that had me look at her like, what does she mean by that? Oh, I found out. That's a challenge. And I said, all right, challenge accepted. You want to see how good I am? Because the one thing that I know when it comes to arguing, you can't argue with the truth.
Accepting a challenge to argue with a modern woman is a lot like accepting a challenge to a bare-knuckle fist fight against a solid brick wall. There's literally no reason to engage in something so damn pointless.
How long did that relationship last?
7 years. I found out she cheated on me, so I had to go ahead and, call that a date. She had a calendar. Everything was just written. I broke up with her January 2021. In December, and saying Christmas Eve, mind you, I get bottom of my feet. Trying to run away from some bullets. I don't know. But I got away because I'm still standing here, right?
What came out of that relationship?
Like a phoenix, you know? Rising out of the ashes. It's like one thing to the next where you look at everything in hindsight as 2020 as though it all had to happen anyway.
How did you heal your broken heart?
I just went back outside, you know? And I was out there showing everything, you know what I'm saying? Full transparency, like this is me. And anybody got a problem with that, take it up with God.
Imagine being in a relationship that is so dangerously toxic that you end up dodging literal gunfire because of that woman. It's crazy what men are willing to go through just for a relationship.
No, G, hold your hand just like that. Why the did you get my name tattooed if I'm your side? Huh?
Because we've been dealing long enough and I thought it was time.
I am your side. You have a whole boyfriend, G. What's wrong with you, bro?
What's wrong with me?
Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it.
You see it? You see it? It wouldn't matter.
Why would you get my name tattooed if I'm your side?
Honestly, a lot of the tattoos that these modern women have are a testament to their terrible decision-making skills. And not only did she flush money down the toilet, she spent it to announce that she's cheating on her boyfriend with a man who is clearly ashamed that he's her side piece.
And then you recorded me.
I never dealt with no shit like that before, G.
You never dealt with it.
No, nigga, your side, G.
So you gonna keep saying that? So you don't like it?
I'm your side. How I'm
Stop saying that.
And then you used to date my cousin too. On top of that too.
But you knew that.
How Dino gonna feel about that, G?
I don't give a fuck, but you knew that.
That's crazy. I'll leave this girl alone.
This is what happens when men ignore the obvious red flags. It's obvious that she's messed up in all of the worst ways, but he still went for the bedroom fun anyway. That kind of a plan never comes together.
And this is the problem. If a man comes up to you and he's expecting you to bring the tools, he's expecting you to bring the money, and he's expecting you to go half at the table, walk away.
So that sounds good, right? To walk away, and it sounds decent.
Go.
A lot of you women aren't in the 1 percentile, just like a lot of you men aren't in the 1 percentile. A lot of you don't even make anything close to 6 figures a year.
So you don't even date.
Let's go. Get the there.
You
Could you imagine somebody telling you? Could you imagine? Hold on. Could you imagine somebody telling you that you don't deserve love, that you don't deserve to be dating if you don't make a certain amount of money?
She said if men are broke, then they shouldn't date, but it's interesting how they never seem to heed their own advice. In her eyes, broke women should be dating millionaires, but of course the men have to bring everything to the table, don't they?
Play video games because they think it's cute. It's not.
I think men play video games because they think it's cute. Men play video games because they're fun as shit.
Modern women get furious with video games because it's just proof that they hate everything that men enjoy. She gets furious that he has something to do that doesn't involve showering her with attention and validation every damn second of the day.
So did you enjoy your day though?
Hell no.
Why not?
Copper? Really?
I said, did you enjoy your day?
Oh, I thought you said date, and I was saying no. I'm not enjoying the date.
But we said that Cabo was a cool spot. You said you like vegetables and the chicken and the...
Yeah, it's cool for me and my friends, but not no first date.
We're just getting to know each other. What you want me to... What you expect, a upscale $100 plate steakhouse?
Yes.
This is proof that men cannot win in the dating game. She told him a spot that she liked to eat, so he took her there under the impression that it was a hint for a date, only for her to rip into him for not taking her someplace expensive.
We could have went to Chris's Steakhouse. We could have went to Raleigh. We could have went somewhere else, not
You want me to take you out of town for the first date?
Yes, that's what my last boyfriend did.
And why aren't you with your first boyfriend?
Because I'm not with him.
But why?
Because he tried to do the same thing that you're doing, and you about to be the last.
So I'm about to be the last. I don't even know you. This is the reason why we came somewhere that's not too expensive. I don't even know if I like you like that.
I don't even know why I like you.
These women, more often than not, will resort to childish insults whenever they don't get what they want, which makes sense when you consider that a modern woman is just an overgrown child a lot of the time.
So why you still sitting at the table?
That's how you feeling?
That's how I feel.
So you want to cash at me the money back for the food that I just got you?
How about I ain't cash apping you nothing?
Okay, well...
I give you $2.
This is why you're single.
I give you $2. You want $2?
I'm not arguing with no woman, though.
You want $2?
Nope.
$2?
You have a good day, man. try to be.
You leaving? Are you leaving?
That guy should have demanded the $2 she offered just to see what would happen. Odds are it would have been a hysterical meltdown. She was most likely trying to distract him while he was just trying to enjoy a nice night of karaoke, and in her eyes she's pulling a prank against a man who just wants to be left in peace.
You ain't no money, you left him?
Had to.
That ain't right. I don't like that.
If he's making more money than me, if I'm making more money than him,
You should help him get some more money.
How am I gonna do that though? If I have my own career, I'm doing what I'm doing.
A woman's supposed to be a helpmate.
I feel like a man is supposed to be that for a girl.
A man's supposed to be a leader.
You right.
You're supposed to help him be a better leader.
So I was in the wrong. Now I'm the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy.
Wasn't the latest thing that modern women were bragging about was how they're, baddies and how men keep fumbling them? So why is she trying to take offense to being the bad guy? She got exactly what she wanted.
Oh, you looking for a daddy?
I ain't looking for a daddy. I got my own money. I got my own money. I could do what I do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need a guy for money.
But you want one.
I want a man to be stable. If I was to leave him, I want him to
So he wasn't stable?
He was okay, but I was making more than him.
So he was stable though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So why are you leaving then? You said you just want.
Because he wasn't doing better than me. I need a guy doing better than me. And if he's not doing better than me, then...
She's looking for a meal ticket. She just wants to mooch off another man's money and then make sure that she gets a slice when she ultimately leaves him.
Oh my God, that's not just instant divorce. That's attempted murder. Even the most low-level prosecutor could get a conviction on that.
Women like this are completely oblivious to the fact that most of the revenge that they take on men are literal crimes, be it assault, destruction of property, even arson on occasion. But she thinks that she's in the right because he said something that hurt her feelings.
Because in case you don't know, what she's poking holes in right now, those are called waders. Men and women wear them when they're standing in the river, primarily fishing, or whatever you would be doing, standing in the middle of the river. Anyways, if you poke holes in those sons of bitch and you get in the river, it creates a suction. It's like tying stones to your ankles. You're not gonna move. You're not gonna be able to get out of there. Not to mention hypothermia. And the crazy thing is I think she knew that. Or else why would she caption it, "I chose violence"? Whether you are a man or a woman, you need to choose who you marry very carefully, because nobody ever died waiting to get married, but they sure have died by getting married to the wrong person.
This kind of crap is usually done for petty reasons, and she was most likely angry at him being able to go fishing to relax, so she tried to take that escape away from him.
This is quite literally why relationships don't work these days anymore. We complain, but then we post videos like this and expect to have a healthy and long-lasting relationship. Like what? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, please.
It all boils down to the self-fulfilling prophecy. She is setting herself up for failure just so she can remain miserable and get sympathy online by setting this poor guy up for failure.
I'm out here in the cold, bro. Please.
Okay, go back upstairs.
Talk to me. I'm
bro,
trying to
I'm
talk
not talking to you. I don't want to talk.
For what? Hey,
I'm cool, bro.
No, what do you mean you cool?
I'm great.
I'm finna come with you.
You're not coming with me? You cool?
Why not?
Take it, man. Back up. What? Can you move?
No, because I love you. I'm sorry.
No, that's the right thing to do.
She loved this man to the point where she was willing to completely disregard loyalty and emasculate him by cheating. She is not sorry that she cheated. She is sorry that she got caught.
What these birds don't understand
is low prices attract many customers. Know what I'm saying? Girls that go to the clubs for the streets. Know what I'm saying? Send them back. Stay woke in the streets, like big brr.
Modern women have a quantity over quality mindset. That's why they need 10 men to pay attention to her at a club for one night instead of one good dude who'll take care of her for life. Yet they still think that that is winning.
Like, y'all know what be so crazy to me? To be screaming, oh yeah, I want to spend money on me. I want a pull and trick. Make a feel good. Maybe a would spend money on you if you just knew how to be affectionate. You show a brother some love, a brother gonna give you some money, bitch. Show a brother some love. Word to my fresh, bro. Show a brother some love, bro.
The problem is that a lot of these women are incapable of showing any form of affection or gratitude. Even if a man pays for a woman and gets, affection, it's not genuine. The woman's mind is warped beyond that point of caring for any dude oftentimes.
Girl at the gym telling me that she wishes her man was built like me. Like, she literally talked to me for like 2 minutes. And at the end of the conversation, she's like, you know what? I wish my man was built like you. I love the way you're built. And I was like, man, that made me feel a little nauseous. I was like, I hope my wife ain't talking to other men like that. See, I'm only 5'7", right? Like 5'8" if I stretch, 5'9" if I'm wearing some Timbs. If my wife was talking to a tall guy and said, you know, I wish my husband was tall like you, I'd crash out, bro. You see me on the news, man. I might have to fight that guy, right? And guess what? This girl brought her dude over to meet me.
The amount of disrespect some of these women have towards the men who are loyal to them is absolutely unreal. It's not enough for a man to just be good looking, a provider, and everything else. She will try to find something wrong with him to justify her mockery.
Like, she brought him over to meet me, and she's like, you know what? You should, like, train together or something. I was like, oh, hell no. And he started talking to me about how they're going to go out this weekend. They're going on a special trip to SF. I'm like, bro, she does not deserve to go to SF talking to me like that. Man, I was like, man, it's a cold world.
It's tragic to know that he thinks he's a lucky man with a good woman in his life, but she's secretly resenting him for not being muscular enough. That guy deserves better.
Man is blonde. I don't think that's okay. You're a grown man.
You gotta invest in a hat or something, girl. You cannot make fun of someone else's hair when you got a f***ing bowl cut during an earthquake. I did not expect the kid from Ice Age to pop up on my screen and be so hateful. Thank God you're not blonde. I mean, I kind of agree with you, honestly, but if you were blonde, you look like the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody reboot. You might as well shave it off and look like Mr. Mosby. I think that'd be better.
Next time, she should definitely look at herself in the mirror before making videos like this.
A man with no money make a woman happy.
For what? Because they don't got nothing. How you gonna make her happy?
We live in a time where men are pretty much not good enough simply because we exist. That's why these women must nitpick every single thing about a guy.
So is that a no?
Yes or no?
So what if you can offer everything else but money?
Well, what can you offer me?
Happiness.
I'll be happy with money.
So no?
No.
If a woman has a price tag, that doesn't make her high value. It means she dabbles in the world's oldest profession, and there is not a man in the world who's going to respect that.
I dined and dashed on a Hinge date, and let me tell you why. Well, on this Hinge date, I hit this girl up and I was like, hey, you want to meet up, grab lunch? So on a first date with someone online, I'm thinking something casual, right? Maybe like sushi, Panera, a salad, something easy, nothing crazy, right? This woman comes back with, I want hibachi. And I was like, hibachi? And she's like, yeah, I want hibachi.
The only appropriate response to that would be to send her a text message that says, good for you, followed by blocking her. Then that man can celebrate the preservation of his peace by getting some hibachi for himself.
So I go, oh, okay, I guess. So I get there to meet this girl for hibachi, and she brings a friend with her, and she goes, hey, would it be cool if my friend just jumps in with us, hangs out? And I'm like, I guess. All right, guys, y'all wanted it. Part 2, here it is. So the next day, I go over to the hibachi restaurant, and I find our hibachi cook, and I go, hey, did those girls ever pay their tab, man? I want to make sure that they didn't leave the bill on you guys.
You've got to give that guy credit for making sure the business didn't get screwed over. They shouldn't be collateral damage of the selfishness of a modern woman.
He goes, they paid the bill, but they didn't pay. I go, what do you mean they didn't pay? He goes, I didn't see you come back, but about 30 minutes later, another man comes in and pays their tab for them, and then they leave. These two suckers called another idiot to come pay their bill, and this idiot actually did. There's no saving them. They're not good people. They're not.
It's a sad truth. These women are oftentimes selfish people who have no problem using men when it suits them. That's not something a good person does. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.